All right, let's dive in. We're tearing into something pretty specialized today, focused audio networking.
We are. We're looking at a single, really powerful little box.
The Blustream NPA20DA, a networked power amplifier with Dante.
Right, and I think the mission for us is to just quickly distill how this component, actually solves real-world problems for installers.
Exactly, how it marries that high-quality audio output with modern protocols like Dante and AES67.
And it's got a decent bit of power for its size, 2 by 10 watts, or you can bridge it for 20 watts mono.
Okay, so the first thing that just jumps right out at me is the power solution.
Oh, absolutely.
It runs entirely on power over Ethernet Plus,
Right.
PoE Plus, free.
Yeah.
That's a massive deal for commercial installs, isn't it?
It's a game changer. I mean, think about it. One single cable.
One RJ45 handles the Dante audio data and all the power it needs.
Exactly. Right to the speaker location. No local outlet needed.
So no need to call an electrician.
Precisely. But it's actually even smarter than that. Well, the NPA20DA is intelligent enough to switch to a local 24-volt DC supply if PoE isn't available.
Okay, so it has a plan B.
It has a plan B, but the really critical part is how it manages the PoE it does get. It can actively scale down its own amplifier power relative to the network switch's capacity.
Okay, that power scaling is smart, but I have to ask though.
Go for it.
Let's be realistic. If I'm forced to run this off a lower spec switch, am I getting truly useful output, or is it just kind of quiet background music?
Yeah.
What's the trade-off?
That's a very important question. And you're right, you won't be getting peak SPL off a lower capacity switch. But for these decentralized zones, think a small classroom, a little huddle space, or even just background music in a long corridor.
You don't need it to be blasting.
You don't need it blasting. What you do need is reliability. You need the system to stay on, to not risk tripping the whole network switch.
Ah, so it's about stability over raw power.
Exactly. It focuses on keeping the system running, which is often way more critical than absolute volume.
That makes perfect sense, especially when you consider its size. This thing is incredibly discreet.
It's tiny.
Look at the size of a paperback book. The form factor is clearly designed to solve that eternal problem of finding room in a tight ceiling.
Or mounting it right behind a display.
Yeah, and fitting professional-grade control into that tiny casing is, well, that's the fascinating part for me.
It really is, because this isn't just a basic tone control. We're talking about full digital signal processing on board.
Full DSP.
A robust 31-band EQ. In those tight, awkward spaces where you get weird bass buildup, that level of control is basically pro-room correction baked right in.
I also saw they specifically call out an audio delay function for lip sync correction. Is that something that gets overlooked a lot?
All the time. It's the silent killer of a good presentation.
Right.
Your video signal runs through scalers and switchers that add a little latency, but your Dante audio arrives almost instantly. The timing is off.
So you need to hold the audio back just a few milliseconds.
You do. And having that correction built into the zone amp saves you from needing a whole separate costly processor just for that one job.
So we have smart power deep tuning. How do integrators actually control this thing once it's hidden in a wall?
The options are pretty expansive. You can use the front panel if you can get to it.
Yet you probably can't.
Right. So you've got traditional RS-232, or more likely you'll use the WebGUI over TCP/IP for remote admin.
And it has a local input trigger too.
Yeah, a 0 to 12 volt trigger, which is great for automation. You can tie the amp's standby mode directly to a projector or a display turning on.
Plus the auto standby with signal sensing. IT departments love that stuff.
Keeps the phantom power drain down.
So just to recap the key connections for you. One RJ45 for Dante audio and power, and one 4-pin Phoenix connector for your speakers. That's it.
Simple and clean.
So what this all means for you is that the NPA20DA is just a really elegant, robust solution for getting networked audio into those small zones.
You nailed it.
It gives you all the power flexibility and deep control you need, but in a package you can literally hide away.
And that, I think, brings up a bigger question to leave people with.
Oh, go on.
Well, if simplifying AV integration is all about reducing cables, getting rid of all the wall warts, how much further can devices like this actually push the boundaries of power over Ethernet before local power sources become, well, entirely obsolete for all but the highest power commercial audio installs?
That's a good thought.
Something to mull over as these networking standards just keep getting better.